I think I'm not gonna sound like I'm a racist or nothing, but like, I do like Caucasian people mainly, mostly.
I'm gonna have to listen to that again.
You want the trash? I got it all for you. Let's rehash the mess together.
Welcome back for another episode of Rehashed. I am Wilko and the channel is named after me. We are focused on Married at First Sight Australia. It is season 12 and this episode's going to really delve into everything that happened in episodes 7 and 8. And a massive thank you to you because you're supporting the channel. People are donating and they're going to the website, which is excellent. It's super easy to donate. You just go to rehash.com.au, you scroll on down, you can see donate, you click right there and you can give any amount you like. Remember, just giving $5 really does help the channel. Or you can go crazy and type in a crazy amount. I don't know, like... Imagine. I would die. There would be no more stress running this channel. You know what I mean? But seriously, thank you to everybody who has donated. It doesn't matter how small, it really does mean a lot to me. And people buying the merch, geez, those Boganic teas, they are selling. And I'm so glad that we learnt this word from trad wife Lauren before she was ousted because she didn't share the same values as her husband. Also, just a reminder, all the prices you see are in Australian dollars. So if you're overseas, it's even cheaper for you because our dollar sucks. All right, let's get into the episode. And it's time for our Love Lab Rats to move into the Sky Suites. And they're not the original Sky Suites, but they still are a Sky Suite. In fact, they look bigger now.
Look at this place, Ryan.
Home sweet home.
God, it's pink. Oh my God, we look so good.
Men are from Venus and women are from Mars.
No, Morena. I don't think that's how it goes necessarily. It's crazy how much we didn't see from Tony and Morena's honeymoon. Like, I know that we had to get into the drama with the dinner party, and I love that, but I don't know. Tony's not doing a lot of talking in all the little bits that we do see. It's a lot of Morena just saying stuff. And most of it is nonsensical. If you haven't watched the other episodes of Rehash before you found this video, go back and watch them because there was a lot of drama with a couple called Tim and Katie. And Katie has arrived solo.
Tim has told us he's not moving into the apartments and he has decided to return home to Melbourne and he
Look at her face.
Just needs some space to collect his thoughts and to work out where to from here in this experiment for him.
What a selfish
Good, Katie. I like seeing this side of you. He is a selfish POS. Why did the producers make her pack up all of her stuff from the other hotel when they got back to Sydney and move into the Sky Suites, or the Love Lab Rat Maze, knowing full well that Tim wasn't going to come along? They would have known that the second the dinner party ended. No, but it's good. It's good for the trash, mess and drama and for her PTSD to just move her in there and, I don't know, what is she going to do? Maybe have an affair with another husband. There's always a cheating scandal. I wonder who she could have a cheating scandal with. Hey, maybe they're going to get her another husband. Maybe they've got a few on standby. This season with Confessions Week. They're trying to jazz it up a little bit, you know, because our Love Lab Rats, they're used to all these things. They've seen the challenges that have been set with the Love Lab Rats prior to them, and they know how to get around them without looking foolish. So we've got a new one called Playback, and I know what a heartless thing we could do is, oh yeah, get Katie, the one who was instantly rejected by her TV husband. Let's get her to watch all the things that Tim said about what he was looking for before he met Katie.
So my name's Tim. I'm from Melbourne and I'm a primary school teacher.
So are you open to wanting to find someone again? Like,
I think I want the typical happy ending. Like, I don't care if I win lotto. It's more about
when you're ordering at the
partner,
masseuse.
kids, dog, comfortable house. That's all I want, really.
what about looks?
I always say pretty face is always number one because everyone's bodies
No,
and
it's
looks,
not,
when they
liar.
have kids, it all changes, but a pretty face is forever. Like, yeah, just a natural person. Like, I'm not Brad Pitt, so I'm not expecting Miranda Kerr.
And yet you were so disappointed when Miranda Kerr didn't walk down the TV aisle. Oh, this guy is full of shit. Now, for a while there, I thought maybe it was a producer special, right? Like maybe he did say to them, look, he wants a short, petite blonde or brunette, but certainly not a voluptuous redhead. I think Katie has a really pretty face. So why doesn't she tick any of your boxes, Timmy for the Binny? I know Katie is a grown human and she could make the decision to leave. It's crazy to me that she hasn't left. Why would you sit there in the experiment, which is clearly done? Tim's not coming back, and if he does, it's not for anything good. Why are you going to stay there and watch like videos of what Tim wanted and cry? This is awful to watch.
What we can't control is that spark, whether that initial kind of chemistry. If that doesn't happen, how do you think you would tackle that?
I'm willing to give it a go because, yeah, it is going to be such a pressure cooker that first time.
Are you saying that you would work at it?
Yeah.
Did they go and redub what the producer was saying after the fact? Because she explicitly said, what if there's no spark? And he's like, don't worry, I'm going to be in it. I'm in it for the long haul. Doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Even if there's no initial attraction, I'm really going to push through. But you didn't, did you, Timmy, for the Binny? No. Katie does spend some time with the girls and they sit down and they have a kiki about everything that happened at the Din Din's party. But really, nothing comes of it because Tim isn't coming back. So why is Katie still there? Another love lab rat couple are moving into their corner of the maze.
This is going to be a shoes off household.
Oh, is it now? I've noticed that she's quite highly strung.
Okay, here's a rule. If you want to wear shoes inside, you can vacuum. I'm just a little bit nervous living with Ryan because it's a huge red flag that he walked in and put his shoes on the couch.
Well, they weren't on the couch. Calm down, Jack. What a turnaround, because at the Din Din's party, they seemed all like lovey-dovey and coupley, and I guess comparatively to some of the other couples, like Tradwife and Idiot, they were doing pretty well. But now when they're moving into their love lab rat maze, she's starting to see some more of those red flags that she seems to have so many of.
I actually don't want the TV in our bedroom. I hate TV. My biggest worry is that Ryan turns on the TV in the bedroom. I think electronics are really bad for humankind. People are just dumbing their brains by watching TV.
Yeah. All right, Jackie, come for me, why don't you? I would have to disagree. I guess to a point we're all dumbing ourselves a little bit, but you know what? The world is a crazy, stressful place, and sometimes I like to escape by watching you crazy people. And when I say sometimes, I do this a lot. Jackie, I just don't believe that your biggest concern is if Ryan's going to turn the TV on in the bedroom.
I don't know why you need 2 TVs in an apartment this small. Why does there need to be a TV in the bedroom? It's just yeah.
Oh no, you're not getting upset about a TV in the bedroom. Is Jack okay? I don't know if this show was shown to her before she signed up for it, because she's getting stressed out by a television in the bedroom. We haven't even gotten to the real stressful part yet. Hey, bring it in. I don't know if it's just me, but every time Jackie cries, I find it funny. And I think that says a lot about me as a person, and I don't think I'm a very good person because it doesn't feel real. In Confessions Week, this one has been a staple. It's one of the worst things that have ever been created for television pleasure. But it does bring a lot of trash, mess and drama. Now, you would assume that after all the years of this show being on air, that the Love Lab Rats would know what they need to do with the photo ranking challenge. If you're a new sweet baby angel to this channel, this is what happens. They get photos of the other grooms and brides, and what they must do is rank them. Now, the correct answer is always putting the one that you were paired with, your TV groom or bride, you should put them at number 1. That's the easy way to get through this unscathed. And yet, year after year, people are dumb.
I'll put you 3rd. Yeah. All right. That's it. That's my honest interpretation of that. I probably would have put you 2 as equally attractive, or maybe her a little bit more attractive if she wasn't quite so tall. Sierra to me has a much more attractive face.
It's pretty shit just knowing my partner has no care about my feelings.
I'm not here to hurt feelings, but I'm also not here to bullshit. I'm glad that's over now. I think we got out okay.
Oh, God. So it's official. I've never met a warrior before. No, when I say warrior, I mean W-A, not W-O. A warrior, like wah. This is the first one that I've met, and I can tell you what, he is dumb. He is so dumb. He thinks he got out of that all right. This goes to show why this man is single. Ryan, Come on, mate. You knew that that was going to hurt her feelings. The challenge isn't to rank them. The challenge is to just not put your partner anywhere else but first. And you fell into the trap so quickly. I'm starting to think that maybe you're not a warrior, even though you're not scared of modern day plumbing. So we can now officially say that Ryan has never dated anyone before in his life. I don't care what he says.
He's like really disappointing. Like, I deserve someone who thinks I'm the most beautiful girl in the world. He's like a low effort man who deserves a low effort girl. I came into this experiment with a list of 50 things I wanted to do with my partner. Buy 100 candles and light the room. Make it so romantic. And like, he doesn't deserve any of that.
Sorry, I needed subtitles. Between the weird, it seemed more genuine crying this time, and the Kiwi accent, it's hard for me to understand exactly what she's trying to say. Did she say that she had a list of 50 things that she was going to do for her partner, and one of them was getting 100 candles and was just going to light them? Chuck it in the comments. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Put it in the comments below. Do you think that like many candles, tens and tens of candles, is that sexy? Candles are sexy. Are they sexy? Like, I love a candle in the house, but I don't know if I want fire hazard amount of candles. It's so interesting because that's not how he presented himself, as a low effort man. And yet what's coming across is just that, because if you missed it in that last shot, he was watching television. Oh, in the bedroom, which is obviously not going to tickle Jack's punani enough for her to want to go near Ryan's sword or pocket knife. Fresh thing for them to do is something called the X-Files. And no, it's not where Scully and Mulder, it's not where they come to figure out exactly if there are extraterrestrials in the Sky Suites, although I think they'd find some here. The X-Files, in this case, when it comes to Married at First Sight Australia, is when we get together and we talk about our exes, which seems fraught with danger. So it's going to be perfect.
Like 6'4", tall, blonde, blue eyes, godlike body. Yeah, I'm being honest.
Look at his face.
What if I said to you that my ex had a godlike body?
I wouldn't be surprised.
It's a massive compliment to someone who is in your past, so...
To say they had a godlike body.
That's a huge compliment, big statement to make, you know, like better body than yours or whatever.
I didn't say he had a better body than yours.
I know, but like the way you said it, like godlike is very like elite compliment.
I'm just being honest.
It lacks class, I think. That's a dumb answer. That's a dumb answer. I think she's got some definite growing to do in terms of considering where I'm coming from.
Oh, yes. Yes, because Ryan, you've been so considerate of her feelings, you dunce. Yeah, well, if anyone would know a dumb answer, it'd be Ryan. Sorry, Rhyme. How quickly can a warrior be, let's warrior W-A-R, a warrior be emasculated? I think we just watched it within seconds. So she's talking about her ex objectively. I want to meet this guy. You know what I mean? Blue eyes, blonde hair, built like a god. And Ryan has taken this as, what, is he built more like me? But I'm the warrior. Did you not hear? The insecurities are everything, and probably the main reason that so many of these people are single. Also, in what world have you been considerate of Jack's feelings? Rai is tone deaf.
If your ex proposed while you were together, would you have said yes?
Yes.
That's big. That's big. Maybe you should fly over there and catch up with him. Like, you're married to me.
Today I wanted to piss Ryan off a little bit. I really wanted to get under his skin. Can you match up? No, you can't.
So now they're just playing games, and we can see so clearly as to why they have resorted to coming on a TV show, which is notoriously bad at actually finding true love for people, to find true love themselves. I don't know if Ryan's playing games, though. I think Ryan is just not switched on. And Jacqui is actually now trying to get back at him for the things that he said when it came to the ranking challenge. The challenges continue for Rai and Jack because now they have to sit down and they write their letters to each other. This is where they sort of share some vulnerabilities and make sure that their partner know exactly the struggles that they've been through to get them to come on this heinous yet excellent television show.
My mind is the thing I love most about myself, but unfortunately most people judge a book by its cover and are incapable of believing that there's no inverse correlation between looks and brains. Yes, you can be one of the smartest people, a model, blonde, beauty queen, whatever, and also have a brain. I've been reading non-fiction and self-development since I was 10. I've read over 1,000 non-fiction books. I received first-class honours in law and finance.
Oh, we're back to the LinkedIn.
I know how to do accounting, drafting contracts, negotiating, presenting, pitching, marketing, social media, and business and projects.
Yeah, honey, we heard all this at the wedding. I don't... What? Why are you telling us again? Again, LinkedIn is generally always available on the internet. Like if we wanted to look you up, we just could, Jack. Is Jackie okay? I feel like there's a lot of stuff going on in Jackie's brain. Because if she was asked to talk about some vulnerabilities in her life and she's crying, but her biggest vulnerability is that she thinks people don't understand because she's so hot, but she's also so smart and they just don't get it. She's also doing that weird quiver with her voice as if she's about to break down at any moment, talking about how it's so emotional that she's read over 1,000 non-fiction books.
Currently, I have a fully digital business that makes me money when I sleep, and it brings me so much joy because
Same,
who
hun.
figures out how to make money in their sleep?
Literally everyone on YouTube. That's my whole business model. I do a video and then I go have a nap. It's not a great business model, but yeah, I can sleep while the videos make money. Not a lot of money. Donate now. Again, Jackie, you have just given us your resume. I guess she feels like it is an application. You do have to apply to be on the show. I guess she feels like she's still applying to be his wife, even though I don't know if she's that in. Have they consummated? Have I missed that in the episode? Have they done the dirty? Was his sword enough for her?
This is the level of man that I need, or that I'm failing her or something else. Yeah, I feel a bit insulted.
I won't rest until I've made at least $500 million, and that goal would be so much more enjoyable with a partner who wants the same.
Yeah,
Look
I
at
did
him.
not expect that.
No, neither. I won't rest until I've made $500 million. We'll have dreams, honey, but $500 million? How close are you? Are you there now? Ryan, for all of his pluses, the sword and the general plumbing and, him being a warrior, his minus is that he definitely does not have a poker face. Like he was dead behind the eyes the entire time she was talking. He couldn't even fake it. I guess it's better than laughing, because if I was sitting across from someone on a date and they started telling me their LinkedIn, which actually has happened before. I went on this date and this guy just told me all the things that he'd done to make his business, like not his business, but the business he worked at, money. So I guess people do that. Whereas when people ask what I do, I'm like, I just make videos.
Told you what I value most in the world. You're here to get to know me, and I've just given you everything not everything, but like 80% of what I have to offer.
And I took it on board.
And you've said nothing good about it. You could say, I think that you're amazing. I want to get to know this side of you more. What can I do?
It always goes well when you start to tell your partner what they should be saying in a scenario. You should just be like loving me. You should be loving me and saying, oh my God, wow, you're incredible. Jackie, how are you still single? That's what she wants. But Jack, we don't get everything that we want, and you're certainly not going to get it from Ryan. I don't want to agree with one person over the other, because both of you seem equally as damaged in regards to like trying to find someone. But I agree with Ryan. You're just saying accomplishments. It's not like, how are you getting deep about it? You're just saying stuff. I'd be more interested if you started to read out what's on your shopping list for the week.
And I think he'll look back on this and regret his behavior.
Jackie's got me worried. I don't know what's going on in Jackie's head, but I don't know if this show is necessarily for her. She seems hyper emotional, but then also she can't self-evaluate how she's coming across. Like she has no self-awareness whatsoever. What's going on? And Ryan also doesn't have self-awareness. So good work, experts. Excellent match.
The way you communicate is just really toxic. It's just
toxic.
It is.
I can't believe you just said that. Like, Jackie, you're not making any sense. And for you to say I'm toxic, like that's a big claim to make.
Your communication style is really attacking me right now.
Yeah, we're done here.
All I can think of is, I feel very attacked. Honey, you're not being attacked. Jack, bring it in. You're not being attacked. You just have no idea how you come across, which is interesting because it seems like you understand that all these people that you've been dating, you understand that they lose interest, but you've not done any research just to figure out why. It's because of the LinkedIn letters. Stop reading your LinkedIn out loud. Nobody wants to hear it. Also, if she thinks this is toxic, she hasn't seen a drop of MAFS. Before anyone comes at me in the comments, this is not me trying to support Ryan.
I'm terrified of birds. I hate them. Ugh.
Is it fun?
Oh, I thought he was going to bite you.
Yeah, he was.
No, I like them. Human birds. Which really doesn't look comfortable.
I think it's just so funny that he's just tattooed in my sleep and he's terrified of that. Buddy needs to grow a pair of balls.
What are you doing?
I kind of get it, Billy with the big willy, because birds are a little bit unpredictable. Like, you just don't know what they're going to do. That goes for the human and the feathered variety. It's cute that Billy decided to take Sierra on a date. I don't know why he took her to a pet store. I know he said because they were missing their pets, but he must know that at pet stores, there are animals there. We're not seeing too much of Billy and Sierra in the series, although the bits and pieces that we do see, it seems like they're getting along. Sierra, for me, definitely has walls up. But when it comes to the photo ranking challenge, it could all go south so very, very quickly. Before we get there, this is a note for Jacqui. When you want to write about the struggles that you've gone through, it's not a LinkedIn list, all right? It's actually the feelings that you have inside.
All I ever wanted was a dad that cared, wanted to be there for me and love me. Not having him around made me feel rejected. I hoped he would have picked up the phone or wanted to see me, but he didn't.
It's just awful. Like, I actually almost wanted to cry.
Okay, that's nice that he opened up, and it's good, because if more men actually opened up and shared their feelings, I think there'd be a lot less violence in the world. And dads have a lot to answer for. Dads really do. The number that dads do on their sons and then that carries over to the next generation is crazy. We could just wrap that up now. Speaking of emotions.
Surprisingly, Tony's actually a bit higher.
Really? You're like a silver fox.
Yeah, I do.
Right.
Yeah, I do like
Tony.
daddies.
Oh, above the Frenchman.
I like daddies.
Probably second's Adrian.
Good looking bloke.
And then obviously, like, you're by far the most physically attractive.
Wow. Adrian seems high on a lot of their lists at the moment, which is funny because, yeah, he's attractive. I just don't know if he's number one attractive, because we all know that Tony is the number one daddy for all of us. He's got chickens that his mum gave him, still making eggs in the backyard. Like, they're laying eggs. They're not making, like, they're not cooking. You're not going to get a poached egg from the chicken. Now, fingers crossed, Billy, who's in touch with his willy, his big willy, and his emotions, doesn't muck it up.
I just got to be honest with how I feel. I'm not happy doing this.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter to me about other people. You're number one and you're number one for
Smart.
a reason. So I'm only here for one person.
Smart. See, there's no rules. No, I've said there was rules before. The one rule on how to do it is just put your partner's face up there at number one. That's the challenge. It doesn't matter how you rank the other ones, as long as they're below. And Billy, he has just knocked it out of the park. Don't worry about it. I don't want to do this. I don't care about all the other women. Even if he doesn't mean it. Smart. Even though Tony is everybody's favorite daddy in this year's experiment, especially Sierra's, we're not hearing a lot of him talking. We are hearing a lot of Morena.
Tony makes a lot of noise when he sleeps. You're like
Well,
the
you make a lot of noise when you're
and
awake.
The whole bed. It's like, I don't know, we're hitting rocks, and then
turbulence, swell.
Then the sound effects.
Is that?
Is he all right?
Yeah. He's old. I'm 38. Almost 30. No. And I make a lot of noises. I get up, I go, oh. I turn over in bed, I go, oh. When it comes to the sleeping, Tony, you probably need to go get yourself a sleep test, because you most likely have sleep apnea. And I know, please don't come for me, cousin Stephen, for me to say anything negative about your beloved Tony. I guess it's only fair though, Morena, because no. When it's waking time, so at least Tony's got to make some sort of noise. You know, it's got to be 50-50 in this relationship.
But he wasn't interested in talking to me. I don't find that attractive. Attractive young man, but he didn't speak to me. So for me, that's why I put him here. This gorgeous spark. He also didn't speak to me.
Sometimes I say now, but...
I know I go deep.
Oh, you go deep.
Guys, we've lost Tony. Tony's left the experiment. Like, physically he's still there, but mentally he is gone. He's out. Morena and him are no good. I don't know what happened on the honeymoon because they didn't show us. Probably either nothing happened or something not great. He doesn't seem all that happy. Like, he laughs a little bit, but I think he's trying to laugh because he doesn't want to cry. And Morena, it would be hard for Paul or Billy or even Jake to speak to you because I don't know if they would get a chance. You're better than a politician. You never come up for air. And I guess that's the fitness. Oh yeah, she's a fitness instructor. So it's always a one-sided conversation. They also do the X-Files challenge, and it seems like Tony enjoyed his last relationship, even though they weren't meant for each other. And that somehow seemed like a read for Morena, you know, because he had a good time and she didn't in her previous one.
I'm not jealous. I'm not envious. But I envy when I hear that two people do that for each other, because I never had that. That's amazing. I don't know what that feels like, Tony, but I will. I'm in the queue. I'm in the line. I don't know how long I have to wait, but holy shit.
Look at Tony.
I'm going to wait because I'm here to learn patience, yeah?
You know, I'm trying to answer, talk to her and stuff like that, and then here she goes again. When I talk, you might as well talk for me.
Yeah, I repeat, Tony's out. You know what I mean? He's, yeah, she made a great point. He is like the Titanic. He's going down. It's highly edited, so Tony is probably saying more than what we're seeing. It did sound like a bit there where they made it look like he was just looking at the table the whole time. It did sound like he was laughing in the background. So the manipulation is present. But we're also seeing why Morena is single. She's very much stuck in her ways now. She's going full the other way because she had such a bad relationship where she felt sort of repressed and dominated, and she couldn't, she was suffocated by this last guy that she was with. Now she's going full the other way. I still have some sus feelings about Paul, even though they're showing us only the good stuff at the moment. I'm sure that it's not all roses for Paul and CARINA, and we'll probably just see that a little bit later on. It'd be one of those things where they'll be like saving it because there's too much other drama, and then at the end, we're going to see it all. But at the moment, everything's going great.
If you could do it anywhere other than a bed, where would it be?
You wear a bloody sexy outfit, I'll grab you, I'll lift you up, put you down right on the table, and then I'll rip your clothes off you, and then that's, you know what I mean? Like that's the kind of things I like. I like it very
spontaneous.
Exactly, I like it very spontaneous.
Thank God.
I've heard that French lovers are very spontaneous, but we can't believe everything we hear about the French. He's been in Australia for a long time, but it seems like the French lover within him is ready to rip off CARINA's clothes at any moment, especially if she's in the kitchen looking sexy or in the pool.
Have you ever done naughty things in a jacuzzi before?
Oh, well, he sounded a lot more French then, didn't he? Another couple who seems to just be sort of skating along and we're not seeing too much of because they don't have the trash, mess and drama is Jamie, and I don't know if we can mint him yet. Maybe I'll mint him in the live show. Make sure you watch the live episode. It could be potential sweet baby angel Dave.
Have you been intimate with one another?
Yeah, a little, but not a little. No, we're still waiting for the, still waiting. I'm a happy wife.
That didn't sell that you're a happy wife. What is this? Is that how sex happens? Is that how it happens? I think that's how we do it. This sort of suggests more of a fisting scenario, and I don't know, but good on you, Jamie. No, keep it in. I don't care if YouTube flags it. So they've done some stuff, but they haven't fully consummated, which I don't know if I fully believe. Like all of the Love Lab rats, they must do the X-Files.
Is there anything you want to know about my ex?
Not a thing, Emma.
Yeah, I don't really care to know anything about your ex. Actually, I'd like to see a picture. When you create what they look like in your mind. Of course you would, like every female ever. I know I can be a bit jealous. It's because I care for that man very deeply.
That is the least shocking thing I've ever heard. Because so many of my female friends, they have all checked out their partner's exes just to see what they're like. They like to see how they stack up for some reason. I'm going to FaceTime my friend Courts because I just want to double check if she's actually done this. It feels like something that she would have done before. Let's FaceTime her. Hey, hun. I've just got a question for you. Oh, you're on the channel. Hey. Say hey to everyone. You're looking good. Are you wearing overalls?
I am, yeah. I'm barefoot and pregnant.
No.
No.
Okay. Question. On MAFS, I know you're not watching, but they're doing a challenge where they talk about each other's exes. And there was one girl who said, I don't actually care about your ex. And then she goes, hang on, I would actually like to see what she looks like. And I thought that's a really common thing. And I just thought if you had any thoughts on it.
It really depends. My children are following me.
That's fine.
Stop. I need to assess if I'm hotter than the ex.
Yes.
But I'm also going to be devastated if I'm not.
Right. So would you look it up?
So I would look it up in my own time. I would not want to see it from him.
Right.
And I would not want him to be in the room.
Okay.
But I would want name, Instagram handle, Facebook, so that I can just do my own assessment.
Okay, great. No, I thought that might have been the case. That's good. Thank you for confirming everything I thought. Because you've been with your husband for so long, do you know if he had any exes? Like, does he? Appreciate it. Bye. I knew I was right. And if her husband Bobby is watching, Bobby K, I'm sure you lady slayer. I'm sure you've hot man. I'm sure you've had heaps of girls and you just never told her.
I mean, I really like it. You know, she makes me laugh. She keeps me on my toes. Little pocket rocket. She's so fiery, but it's also very forgiving and nice. She's everything. Don't tell her I said this.
You know I don't like the tickle.
Oh, don't ruin this for us, MAFS producers. There's always one relationship that I really believe in, and they always pull the rug out from underneath me, even if it's after the reunion. So it seems like Jamie and almost sweet baby angel Dave are doing well. Like, even when he's saying nice things and he's like, don't tell her I say nice things, which I think is sweet. Maybe that's toxic of me. It's just so weird that they haven't done it.
The coffee machine is my nightclub.
Yes.
You married me for my moves, for sure.
Moves like that, you'll be moving out.
I love this kind of banter and sarcasm, and they're so flirty and a bit snappy with each other. I love it. Oh, don't worry, they also get to sit down and watch each other with the playback. Apparently, nothing too interesting happens with Dave because it's all about Jamie.
Honestly, give me some tats and a man that can put
Look
himself
how much
together.
her mug has done in
just
this.
A cool vibe. I'm a cool girl. I like a cool vibe.
No, that's you. That's definitely you.
My red flag list.
Oh my God.
They like Adrian.
Oh, it's real.
They don't like ABBA. They heard a filet
They
of
don't like
fish.
ABBA.
They have an Android. They prefer spearmint over. God, I'm such a funny bitch. What a great piece of cinematic artwork.
I agree. So you must like ABBA, which I don't know. That's a bit of a. Don't get me wrong. Like voulez-vous, you know, it slaps. Did she also talk about like a specific mint that you must like? Like you must love spearmint.
So yeah, Jamie and I, I've just.
To quote Jersey Shore, Dave and I smooshed.
What an excellent show. Jeez, I should rehash old Jersey Shore. What an excellent show to quote, Jamie. I don't know if I necessarily believe it. I feel like you've done it before this, but you guys were just keeping it sort of under wraps for a while because you didn't want to seem too sluzzy. But, you know, that's okay. Either way, I'm glad that you guys have smooshed, and I'm so glad that it's so awkward for Dave as he's trying to be honest but also not overshare.
Dave and I made some good old love. There was lots of love making a few times. Like, he's a tall man, I'm a short girl. It is what they say. You are the same height laying down. That was a great way to start the day. I felt like dopamine was shooting out of my ass this morning.
Again, you did this first, and now you're saying dopamine is shooting out of your... I don't know if dopamine's meant to shoot out of there. It's official. Jamie and Dave have done the, finally, not just this, just they've done this now. And that's so sweet. There's another couple who did this very quickly, but then things got tense because one of them doesn't want to be an instant baby daddy, which is his right. It does seem interesting that they have been partnered together if he is so against it, considering she's very proud of being a single mum, and so she should be.
If we did an appreciation jar and you got to pull at the end of every day something that you appreciate that I've done for you and vice versa, and then at the end of every week we read what we wrote.
Oh, in principle, that's really sweet. Practically very annoying when I have to think of something every single day and I have to put it in a little thing and at the end of it we read it. It feels like homework. So it seems like they're good, but are they also just not talking about the elephant in the room, the elephant being her child?
And I actually do honestly find you the most attractive, me being honest.
I think I'm the best looking guy here, without a doubt,
Yeah, go
in
on.
person.
Is he joking?
I knew I was at the top of the list anyway, and I know who's going to be first in my list.
Just put me up there then.
Just I'm putting you up there.
It's just banter. It's got to be just banter because otherwise Adrian's very dumb. I think they have fun banter but sometimes it's hard to tell if Adrian's been serious or not. You know, like, I don't know if he's being serious or not.
SIERAH, she's good looking, dark hair, tall.
Yeah, you like tall.
Being honest is not hard for me, I'm honest, always.
Tall and dark hair, I bet your type.
Nah. You're number one, by far.
Okay,
we were
all right.
close to them. Photo ranking, it was actually fun. I enjoyed it. I had a good time.
Not a complete idiot. He's done it correct. No matter how much you feel for the other ladies, maybe, just based on looks, you always put your partner first. It's interesting that Adrian wants someone quite tall, because he's not very tall, is he? I don't think he's a very tall guy. But we have to get through the playback.
Do you want kids?
Yeah, of course. Would have had him yesterday.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you ready to be a
Would have
dad?
him yesterday.
I've worked on myself a lot. I've got myself a dog, so you can say I am.
Video is when we mention kids and you're like, yeah, I would have had kids yesterday.
Why is that annoying?
Because it's probably why they matched us together. I would look at that and be like, someone's saying they could have kids yesterday. It's like someone saying they're ready to be a dad now.
Yeah, I never said I wasn't ready to be a dad. I just said didn't say I wanted to be someone else's dad. And I didn't say I want someone else's kid. No,
You can stop using that language. You're very like, I'm just saying that you're
Yeah.
not open because I am a mum.
Don't.
You're not actually open to even letting me in.
I literally told you from the second that you said I had a kid that was going to be a problem.
He's not wrong. He did it. He did say it immediately. He said it in his vows, kind of, just with the tone of, don't worry, I don't have kids. The problem is the way that he comes across when he's speaking about AWHINA's child, it makes it seem like he's discarding the child as if the child is a nuisance. I think he's probably mad because everything that he wanted is ruined in his head now. As crazy as that is, I don't agree with it because there's a kid on the scene. And I saw some comments from the last couple of episodes of people saying, you know, I'm a step parent and it is a very big deal. And I'm not saying that it's not. It is a very, very big deal. But I feel like if you've got a connection with someone, you do go, you know what? There's things that I can get over. I just don't know if Adrian can get over this, especially the way that he's speaking about her child now. Just don't speak about her child in that sort of tone. I think that's dumb. I've said dumb a lot today.
Why are you still here? Because you don't want someone with children? Why are you still here? You know what you want, Adrian.
I know what I
You know what you want.
I want to be here.
Okay, for what reason? Because you don't want someone with a child.
Also have an old school tradition, you know. I come from a family under one roof.
Well, the family can still be under one roof. These guys who just go like, I have this thing pictured in my head of what life would be like, and then if it's not exactly like that, then it's wrong. It's just not how life works. Grow up. Not everything has to be as you pictured it. You can still want things and you can get so much out of life, and things that you didn't even know that you wanted can present themselves when you just put yourself in a situation that isn't exactly your idea of perfection. But I get it. He don't know. He just don't know.
Have you ever cheated on a past partner?
Yeah, I did. This
How long
was
ago?
Shit.
like in our early 20s, like 1 or 22. I made out with someone in a bar, but I told my ex straight away. We moved on from it.
No excuses. You cheat on cheating, there's no excuse. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I know.
I feel like it's so irrelevant
making
to
an
how I
excuse.
want to show up for a partner now, but
You said a lot of buts. But, you know, I'm just saying, there's no buts when it comes to cheating.
I don't tolerate unfaithfulness. I believe if you cheat on someone else, you cheat on yourself, and that's not a nice trait. And I don't think she wants to take any self-accountability.
no, I don't think there's an excuse.
Yeah.
But I do feel like
There's no but.
Adrian,
There's no but, I'm just
you're
saying.
not hearing me talk. I felt like I needed to paint a picture so that you can see where I was coming from with it.
A lot of people don't want to realise they were a shit person.
Oh, fuck. Okay, well, Adrian, you are losing me solidly with this conversation. I get it. Being cheated on sucks. I get it. I also get that there's degrees, all right? Yes, everything's cheating. Emotional stuff can be cheating. Just a little kiss at a club, which it sounds like that's all that was, that can also be cheating. But there are degrees to it. Not everything is an illicit affair. And you've got this hard and fast rule. It seems like actually you've got a lot of hard and fast rules that are all deal breakers for you, but you're still sticking around, I guess. You can make a mistake and then trying to explain the reason why that mistake was made, but you're not making excuses for it. There's explanation, and then there's like making excuses for something. It didn't sound like she was trying to make excuses. It sounds like she was trying to explain as to where she is or where she was when this thing occurred. It's not like she's proud of it. She's going, yeah, no, I kissed some rando at a club and I'm super proud of it. I don't know. This guy's, he's edging toward the bin.
I feel like you're coming at me as a competitor, not a teammate.
I'm not coming at you, I'm trying to get to know you.
Have you cheated, Adrian?
That's not how you get to know.
Did you answer all the questions honestly, do you think?
I definitely did. Nothing died.
Every single question was answered honestly?
Every single question.
What if I say I've seen your application?
I say I'd be surprised.
So you've never cheated on anyone?
No, I haven't. Like before she butted in, I said I've been with people. As for boyfriend and girlfriend together, I've never cheated on anyone. As for, you know, breaking up and then some were still seeing each other,
What?
Yeah, I might have hooked up with another girl in between that, but we weren't actually together.
Deal.
As for boyfriend and girlfriend, and we both know we're in a relationship, no, I haven't.
Just semantics.
I don't know what that means, but yeah.
I'm shocked that you don't know what semantics means. Shook to my core. All right, it's very hard to understand, Adrian, so thank you for the captions. So it sounds like just a couple of those semantics, it sounds like you have been unfaithful in a relationship. So you might not have officially been with someone, but you were sleeping with someone else. And also, why are you shocked that producers have seen your application? The way that he smiled at the camera when she questioned him, she being the producer, says to me that he knows he got caught out and he has cheated before. At the very least, even if they weren't together, he knew he was doing something that wasn't right.
Are you ready?
Oh, we're doing the letters.
Hand over our letters.
Yeah.
Yeah? Where's yours? Did you fold yours?
No, I didn't do it.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
Go on, give me your letter.
What do you mean?
Yeah, you did.
I didn't say I didn't.
Where's your letter, Adrian? You're actually kidding. You didn't do it?
No.
At all?
Yeah.
You're not getting my letter. Did you actually not?
No, I didn't.
You didn't write the letter at all?
No.
This is a joke. Oh, you just chose not to do it?
Yeah, I didn't choose not to do it, but I just done it. Didn't feel need anyone to share anything.
Is there a reason why you didn't write a letter?
I feel like the moments that I feel like changed me, I don't want to share with anyone.
Okay, I'm choosing not to give you this letter.
That's fine.
Why the fuck did you come on this show? What's it like? You don't want to do anything. You're hanging around. Did you just go for the honeymoon? Like, what was the reason for you to come on this show? You must have seen the episodes before you applied. So you know the challenge. And you say that you're here for the right reasons, but you refuse to write a letter because you don't deem AWHINA worthy enough to hear the things that are inside of you. Have you noticed that he always rebuts with something like, "Oh no, it's not that I didn't want to do it. I just didn't do it." What? What do you mean you didn't want to do it, but you didn't do it? What the fuck does any of this mean? Makes sense.
And the things that could come to my mind, I don't want to share with you.
That's fair enough. There were things that you could have written, but I'm not the right person to write it to.
Didn't say the right person.
Yes, you did, Adrian.
You just said I didn't want to share with you.
language you used, but you did.
No, I didn't.
Why don't you want to do that?
Yeah, you did.
I don't know. I just thought I didn't want to do it because...
Didn't want to do it?
I don't know. I can't tell you why. Because I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to talk about anything. Got no secrets, and if there's secrets, they're my secrets. It's no one for no one else. It's not for her. It's not for anyone.
Adrian.
I did think about sharing it, but then I thought about it a bit harder and I didn't want to do it.
Oh, okay, right. He thought about sharing, but he thought it would be hard, so he just didn't want to do it. Oh, wow. Okay, well, this is... so we've got Billy on one end who's like pouring his heart about stuff that he's felt, has hurt him in his life and the things that he struggles with. And you've got Adrian who's going, you know what, I've just put it in the too hard bin. And speaking of bins, well, he's getting closer and closer every time he opens his mouth, and I struggle to understand what he's saying. Yeah. This was going to be hard. And also, this is going to open you up, like your whole life is going to be opened up and shared on the television, and people like me are going to talk about it on the internet. You knew what you were signing up for. Why are you just like, oh no, I don't want to share private stuff? He literally said, I just didn't want to share with you. And then she said, because you didn't want to share it with me. And he went, no, that's not what I said. Yeah, you did. You just said it. Does he just talk for the sake of talking? He's not actually paying attention to what he's saying?
I'm trying to be open. And if you just want to have fun, well...
If I want to have fun, I don't think I'd be here locked up in a little room with someone I just met 3 weeks ago. Doesn't seem too fun.
I just don't think it's very fair that you didn't even try attempt to.
Yeah, exactly.
Challenge. I don't think it was such a difficult thing, but I mean, I still wrote something down, and then to kind of turn around and say, you didn't want to share with me.
It's not what I said.
That's exactly what you said. Roll back the fucking tape. Is he getting some sort of kick out of smiling, or is he smiling because he's nervous and stressed about the whole situation? I just can't tell. You can be so open about what you don't want, but you can't, but that's it. Like, you can't be open about anything else. What was the point in coming on the show? You're sitting there saying that you didn't come here just for shits and giggles. You could have just gone anywhere else. Well, you must have known that the show was gonna be hard work. I don't know what the goal was for you.
Don't get combative. I think you just talk too much to the point where you don't listen sometimes. Control your talking. Sometimes you just talk too much. You just need to stop talking and listen to what I'm saying. I don't think that everything is worth sharing.
No,
okay,
you thought it was worth...
That's it. There's nothing
Adrian,
else
don't
to
end
it.
off me. Don't end off me.
Are you going to apologise?
No, I'm not. I'm not going to apologise. There's nothing more to it.
All right, Adrian, in the bin with you. You don't get to just say something and then say end of and the discussion is done. That's just not how relationships work. I get that some people in relationships have a tendency to go on, but there's compromise and you have to try and resolve it as best you can. You're like, I'm saying stuff that just doesn't make sense. And then you're also having a crack at her about talking and you're saying she needs to listen to you. She was ready to listen. You could have put all this into a piece of paper. You know what I mean? like you could have written anything down. Jack wrote her LinkedIn. Then we had to listen to it for the second time in this television series. So it seems like going into the next Commit Me, which for new people here, that's the commitment ceremony. I call them Commit Me's. Or if there's anything in the show that doesn't make sense or things that I say or you're like, hang on, he's not saying that right. No, there's a reason for me to do it. Just chuck it in the comments and I'll clear it up for you. Another couple that's not really getting a lot of airtime because it seems like they're just, I don't know, trying to get through it. It's Jeff and Ree. You know, one of the couples that already knew each other before they got TV married.
Walking down the aisle 2 weeks ago, as nice as it was to see your smiling face, I felt robbed of the experience of marrying a stranger. Looking back on our wedding day, there was a part of me that thought this is going to be impossible to turn around and struggled to see a future with us. Usually the more I hang out with someone, the less likely I am to see a potential relationship. But with you, the more we are together, the more potential I see in us. I know I've talked about gut feelings, but I do believe that when you are with the right person, you know. I feel like I've never had that, and I'm hoping that you are that person. P.S. You need to make the first move. I hope he picks up what I'm putting down.
Jeff just needs to pull up his big boy pants, apparently.
Help unbutton my friendship ones.
Go on, Jeffy boy, unbutton those friendship pants. Friendship pants feels like a thing. I guess it's like the traveling pants of the Yaya sisterhood. What was that called? What was that movie called? Chuck it in the comments below. I can't remember. It wasn't for me. It's so interesting that Jeff and Ree haven't taken their relationship to the next level, considering that they were fluff buddies for a long time. All right, speaking of couples that we just don't get to see, the last one that we need to cover off on in this rehash is Jake and Ash. Oh my God, I could barely remember their names. So we know that they're both teachers. She's a dance teacher. He's a PE teacher. She has a pet snake. He looks like the type of person who would love Dungeons and Dragons. He doesn't like having bad hair days. But now we get to really dig down because they're about to do the photo ranking challenge.
So Katie last. I don't know, like sweet girl and all. Probably just not my cup of tea. Jackie, yeah. Jeez, I don't know. I'm not vibing Jackie. Maybe the crazy eyes. I don't know. Morena, a little bit too old out of my like comfort range. I'm sure she would have been an absolute stunning back in the day, and I'll still give her a fair crack. So yeah, no. Don't put that in.
See, this gives me whiplash because we don't get to see much. We saw nothing from their honeymoon. And then all of a sudden you're showing us the true Jake and we're like, hang on, this wasn't the sweet guy. This wasn't the sweet guy that you had portrayed him to be. Now he's talking about how like, well, back in the day, I would have really given Morena a crack, but now, no. And don't worry, Jake, Morena is not into you because you don't want to talk to her. You don't want to listen as she talks at you. Listen, Jackie boy, you can't sit there and shit can the brides because they're going to find out. This isn't going to get better, is it? No. Okay.
Sierra. Kind of like an intimidating kind of look that she has to her. Her face screams like, I could like stab you in your sleep. I wake up in the middle of the night, she's like standing at the end of the bed, like kind of thing. Yeah, I'm gonna sound like not racist or nothing, but like I do like Caucasian people mostly.
I'm going to have to listen to that again. Rewind it!
Yeah, I'm gonna sound like not racist or nothing, but like I do like Caucasian people mostly.
Keep that thought on the inside, you idiot. You could have said, I'm just not attracted to her. I don't know why you had to bring race into it. Like, it's just that's so weird. I'm not racist or nothing, but, you know, she looks like she's not, you know, like pure white. You know, not really into that.
Athena's not exactly like, she's a bit more moldy, I think. That's probably why she's a little bit higher. Just because like the physical features.
Hell no. I'm pretty shocked at Jake's words. Like, I'm not racist, but I normally date Caucasian-looking girls.
It's like Tim. Yeah, it's not like I don't think Katie's a bad-looking girl, but I just, you know, I normally go with the petite ones. We're just flipping it and going, well, you know, Athena's all right, but I normally go for the white ones. What are you talking about? And see, I don't like to bring up people's professions, but you are a teacher. And the words that you say, especially at school and now on national television, they mean stuff. And you can't make it come across that somebody is less than because they're not white. For fuck's sake. We get why you're single, Jake, and from those comments alone, I reckon you're for the bin too.
Got Ree here. The eyes give me a little bit like lazy eye there, but she's pretty, I guess. CARINA at number 1. I just think she's like conventionally pretty, and she knows it. Like, let's be real.
Just how he kind of delivered it with each girl. It can be honest without being hurtful.
Yeah,
nasty. I thought it was a bit nasty.
You can just say, oh yeah, I'm not really into Ree, but you put her up as like your third choice, assuming you're going to put your wife at number 1, and I'm actually not entirely sure you're going to do that. You can just say, look, I put Ree there, you know, it's not really my type, but whatever. Also, I don't think she has a lazy eye. See, my eyes, one is slightly bigger than the other. Like, shut up, Jake. To be so particular as to not date someone because of like a slight difference in eye size, like, shut up.
I don't mean to hurt your feelings. If you feel hurt, I don't mean to upset you in any type of way. But yeah, I'll probably chuck you about in the middle there. I'm not going to be that person who just chucks you number 1 to like save face. 4's a good rating. You know, it's like I wouldn't conventionally go for someone that looks like that. Not looks like that, but looks like her.
At least you didn't put me last.
What do I say to this? What do I say? I just fucking hate this guy now. I just hate him. Like, there's nothing I'm going to say now is going to, and I don't want to be a cockhead, but this guy is just scum. Like, to speak about women like this is so gross. And the woman that you're, like, I get that you have to be honest, and it's good to be honest, and I still think you could have just put her up the front to make her feel good because, you know, you're in this together and that's a nice thing to do, and I feel like that's the real test. But you made such a point out of AWHINA and the color of her skin and her, like, ethnic background being a problem, and yet you've just put Ash just, like, in the middle somewhere there with, like, the people, the one that you think is going to stab you in your sleep and the one that doesn't have the skin color that you like. You're a teacher. Like that, have weight. Oh, God, it's just made me feel so gross.
Like, if I'm being fully honest, maybe I could have even put Ash 1 more below, Sierra up more, tossing up between that.
I don't have any more things to say. You're currently living and you're TV married to this woman, and you're just going to say these things. Bin, for the bin, just in. Off you go.
I'm a little bit shocked at the things you had to say, if I'm being, like, completely honest.
Yes.
I'm making a joke.
Like, we can have fun and like, laugh and have banter, but, like, I just think, like, bashing other people by appearance off those photos.
Oh, I didn't mean anything by it. This came out of the blue. Like, I thought we had that, like, that banter, that connection with that, and then she's having a go at me. I hate that shit.
Do you think Jackie's going to find it funny to know that you think she has crazy eyes?
Probably not. I wouldn't say that to her, obviously.
You said it on television. The cameras are in your room, you fucking idiot. And we're not calling this banter, right? So crazy eyes, okay, maybe you're trying to make a joke. You know, rant, and the sleep short, maybe you're trying to make a joke. You saying, oh no, I'm not going to go with someone because they're not Caucasian, don't know if it's funny. And now he's playing the victim because his jokes didn't land.
Whatever. And that really pissed me off. I'm not a naturally vicious person, and you're making it out to me like I am. Like, I don't need that shit. I don't need that. I'm annoyed. I'm done. Try and make a joke.
Make a joke about someone not being Caucasian enough for you? Yeah, go to your room, you child. I hope you're done. Like, and please tell me that in the Commit Me ceremony, which I think is the episode after this, please tell me that the experts are actually going to ream him out for this one.
So last night, I had a few too many drinks.
Oh no.
And I feel really bad, but
what'd you do?
I did something that I shouldn't have done.
Oh, you
and
told
feeling
people.
the full repercussions of my silly actions. I did a cheeky knock on Sierra's apartment.
Yes.
Had a bit of a stupid drunk girl social.
Yes, drunk girl social. Oh, and she shared all the information. Yes, of course she fucking did. Which means that Sierra knows it, and that means that Billy knows it, and that means that it's going to be excellent when we get to the next episode with the Commit Me. That is another episode of Rehash done. You can give thanks here on YouTube. There's a little thanks button just under the video. It has a love heart. Go and support if you can, or you can go to rehash.com.au to get your merch from our store, or you can donate. Remember, there is a live video that you can watch, and I think by the time time this comes out, it'll be coming up very, very soon. So make sure you join us for that, for all the stuff that's happening, gossip off the screen, all the things that we don't see, and maybe some spoilers along the way. So if you want to join us for that, that would be great. Until then, thank you so much for watching all the way. And if you did, let me know in the comments by putting, I don't know. I just don't know. Don't know if I made it all the way. Don't know if I like her. Don't like the kid. Don't know. I just don't know.